Hey Team PuffCuff, it's Sita coming again with a short tutorial on how to use a couple of PuffCuff minis in order to achieve what would look like one huge puff in the back. I'm on my way out to another little adventure with my family where we're going to be going, it's an adventure thing where you go skydiving, so I know I'm going to have to put a helmet on, and I know if I put a helmet on this and take that helmet off, it's gonna be no more good for the rest of the day. So I'm gonna do some low puffs in the back with the minis, like I said. And the reason why I use the minis instead of the original PuffCuff, because the original PuffCuff is so big, it'll hit against the back of my neck, and then the puff will be more in the middle of my head rather than a low puff on the back of my head. We start with the spread. Oops. Just moisturize a little bit more. Of course. Brown Eco Gel. Denman brush, just a little bit of detangling needs to happen back here in the curliest part of my head, which is the middle back, is the coarsest and the curliest part. So I'm just using the Denman brush to detangle a little bit before I try to slick these puffs down. I know it sounds like it's ripping through, but it's really not. And if you got the toolbox, you got one of these bad boys. It is so good for detangling and for curl clumping, especially in the shower with your conditioner. I love it. It really defines your curls. Not really defining or making a part per se. The top of my head is where the thinnest part is, so I'm going to try and kind of camouflage that with the way I brush it. I don't want my bald spot trying to show. So I'm just brushing all my hair down, back and down. And this is pretty much, the brush I'm using here is a pretty stiff brush. So, got those sides slick. And I could do one puff like this with the Junior. I'll go ahead and do that right quick. Open wide with the Junior. And one arm in, other arm in. Click it. Done. One low puff in the back. That's with the Junior. And I could be just ready to go, be done with that. But I wanted to try something different. I like that. Instead, I'm gonna take this out. When I took it out, I don't have any hair in it. Occasionally you might get one or two strands right there, but that's it. I'm gonna break this in two and try to get it even lower, really like low at the base of my neck. Really low. And I might end up using the micros instead of the mini. Open the mini, one arm in, other arm around. Click it shut, which I've done. And I'm gonna do the other side with another mini. One arm in, other arm in, click it shut. And see, then it gives you what appears to be a really big afro puff in the back, but I think I want to feel it a little bit tighter. Okay, so instead of the minis, again, I'm going to use two micros, two of the smallest ones we're going to use for the low back puff. I'm going to brush it down on one side, like I said before. Take one micro, because I want this puff to be as low as possible. on the base of my neck, open wide. One arm in, other arm in, click it shut. I'm gonna do the other side. Open wide, one arm in, other arm in, bring it over, click it shut. Done. Now I've got a low puff with a lot of volume in the back that appears to be one big puff, but actually it's two little puffs. All right, so that's that. And I'll post a picture at the end of how it looks after I tie it down with my scarf to get that nice, slick, tight look without it being tight. All right, folks. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.